up.
And we are off.
With and like I said, prisiii going cut first and StuffnThings going guts first. Explain a little bit of the routes here. Two different routes in this game.
So StuffnThings, being a primary glitchless runner like I am, is very comfortable doing guts first. The issue with guts first is that you have to ride these slow platforms, whereas you'll see prisiii doing cut first. And cut first, of course, is the route to get the early magnet beam, and so he'll be doing guts last, in which he'll actually use the magnet beam to cross that gap much faster than what Stuff had just done.
And, however, though, with the early magnet beam, one potential chance of soft blocking, and if I'm correct, I think prisiii actually did soft block in one of his races.
I do believe he was. It was one of the early races, so anything could happen. This is not to curse him or anything, but anything could happen.
Like going back to the routes here, yeah, the time difference isn't too significant. Particularly for early magnet beam, you're only saving a little over 20 seconds, and that's with nailing every zip on your first try and getting a perfect magnet beam grab.
Yes, the whole early magnet beam route really depends on you being able to get a lot of the tricks in Gutsman stage. Most of the savings are in Gutsman stage. So Stuff just had a really great fight there, bustering Gutsman down.
prisiii, when you see him get there, he'll be using Bomb Man's weapon, because that's Man's weakness.
Yeah, prisiii will have to buster down cut.
And his health is a little low, but I think he'll be alright.
Alright, both runners out of their first stages.
A pretty good start here.
Now Stuff is entering cut stage, whereas prisiii just finished cut stage, and cut stage is definitely one of the hardest stages to get perfect. There's so many little things to get right, so many little movements and corner jumps and dangers in this stage.
The game, they're mostly just based around just execution and being able to get these pause hits correctly. Like when you damage an enemy, you want to press select so that it cancels the knockback. I like man stage. We're seeing runners doing a lot of zips in the stages and in later stages as well. Beam as early as possible.
Apologize about that, chat. It looks like one of our Discord messages, our notification sounds are coming through. Oh my god.
Turn that off after the run. I'll just play everybody. Oh my god, again. That like I'm in the Discord servers with just shuts up for the next 15 minutes.
Alright, prisii's coming up to the early magnet beam grab right now. We'll see how he does. Ooh, pretty fast. He had a little bit of trouble getting in there, but at least he didn't get stuck, so this is great. And you'll notice that StuffnThings actually using Gutsman weapon on cut. That's his weakness, and because he did guts first, he's able to do that fight much quicker than what prisiii did with Buster.
Having a very strong early command stage.
and Stuff is just entering Electman stage, coming up to one of the parts, most dreaded parts, the heavy reset part, the corner jump. This corner jump will this frustrates runners all over, and if you miss it, unfortunately, it costs about 12 seconds or so. So we'll see how he does. Ooh, and Prissy falling through one of the screen transitions, trying to do the elect climb.
Oh, okay. Because I think one more hit would have killed him.
Alright, StuffnThings did his typical inch out, and then get the corner jump, which is extremely safe, although it's slightly slower.
They call it the ADAF setup. Sure. I'm sure Chris is gonna be going for all these zip glitches, but zips that you use with Magnet Beam. So get these to work.
Okay, so Perseus might be setting up for one of these glitches, zip glitches, across the gap, and it looks like he falls.
He's wasting some. Be pretty careful when he's going for these zips.
All right, Prissy gets the screen wrap.
I'm gonna have to grab this refill though, if he wants to get across the rest of the stage. The screen wrap up here? I'm not sure.
And on the left here, we're gonna see StuffnThings attempt the elect climb. Oh no, Stuff falls through the screen transition. That's gonna waste some Magnet Beam. He's not gonna be able to do the full climb now.
At least he didn't take any damage, which is good.
He's taking it real safe.
Yeah.
Prissy attempting some corridor zips with the Magnet Beams he's got left. Doesn't look like he gets any, unfortunately.
And as both are entering the boss fights right now.
Good fights from both players here.
These guys are, you know, they made their mistakes, but they're having a pretty good race so far.
Yeah, each of them have made some very small mistakes, but overall, they're both having a great run of it.
Had trouble on the Magnet Beam climb and Electman stage. They both recovered pretty well on that. Two in Mega Man 1 is fail something. You always want to make sure you have a backup plan. Run out of Magnet Beam for a section because you attempt to zip too many times or died after when you did a zip. You want to make sure you know how to play that without needing to use it, without needing to use Magnet Beam.
So it looks like Stuff did not go for the Ice Pixel screen wrap zip. Looks like he's just playing it safe and consistent, what he knows how to do. So it looks like Prissy made up that time a bit on Ice stage by getting that wrap.
Prissy stage 2, he had to grab the refill because he fell down to the water and he wasted a lot of beams. Too much time on him, plus he didn't get corridor zips either. So, hoping to get some corridor zips here.
That's probably one of the hardest corridor zips to get, just because you're getting hit by those twirlers.
You want to set the first one up really fast, and then take damage while going to that zip while firing your second beam. Then place the second beam really quickly as well, so that you won't just keep getting hit over and over again.
Yeah, they keep finishing bosses at the same time. However, remember that Prissy has the magnet beam, and when he gets the gut stage, he's going to be able to go through that stage much faster than Stuff did.
So, yeah, so I'd say that Prissy's got a little bit of a lead on StuffnThings. Although, mine in the Wily stages, there are a lot of more of these zips and crazy movement everywhere that.
So Prissy's going to be coming up to a section with Sniper Joe. It looks like he's going to go for ice strats. There's usually two strats here. One is ice to freeze the Sniper Joe, and then the other strat is to use Magnet Beam. And the Magnet Beam strat is faster, you're not menuing as many times. But the ice strat is extremely consistent.
If you feel the Magnet Beam, and the Hammer Joe keeps chasing after you and just keep taking damage, so you either have to freeze it or just somehow outrun it. Ooh, Stuffin having a really nice long fire zip.
Yeah, he did. And Prissy, it looks like he's getting the bomb zip as well, so both our runners doing really well. Once again, both of them in the boss chamber at the same time. And you can see Prissy select glitching down Bomb Man, no trouble at all.
Around, but if you're able to get him on his first or second jump, then you should be fine. But if you can't, then he'll start just bouncing across the room and throwing bombs everywhere.
Yeah, this game doesn't have too much RNG, but Bomb Man's pattern is one of the elements of RNG. So here's where you'll see the difference between the runners. Prissy's going to be using Magnet Beam to get over this gap, whereas Stuff actually had to ride those green platforms. You'll see how much faster it is.
Prissy.
Oh no, that is an unfortunate death from Prissy. Hopefully not costing him too much time.
Much Magnet Beam either. Again though.
Now on your left, StuffnThings is going to be going for Magnet over Sniper Joe strats. So that's a difference between what he does and what Prissy does. Looks like Stuff has got the setup pretty nicely.
Joe is just going to chase after you all day.
And that was smooth.
That was very nice. He definitely gained time over Prissy because of that.
Especially with that death that Prissy just took.
This race is, Prissy, it appears that Prissy has still got a little bit of a lead, but StuffnThings is definitely catching up with those more consistent strats he uses.
I agree. Absolutely.
See, having a really nice zip into the corridor with that swag moonwalk. He got the grab.
Prissy getting the glute grab, I believe. I believe I'll credit Kyle Precise for that one. And Stuff is not too far behind, so we're off to the Wily stages. We'll see when they actually teleport into the stage, what times they've got on their clocks. We'll see exactly how far apart they are.
Prissy entering Wily 1 at a 3. 14, so we're only 7 seconds apart.
Right, Prissy now, he switched to Magnet Beam. He's going to be going for the Wily 1 zip, which is extremely hard to do. And carries with it a risk of a death. And he gets it. Yeah. So that makes up a bit of time on Stuff.
He also wastes a lot of Magnet Beam going for it as well. He lost 3 beams to that because he had trouble setting it up.
Yeah. He might go for these refills at the end of this stage.
Does Percy go for Wily 2 zips in races?
I don't believe he does, but I haven't seen him practice recently. And yeah, you just see just there, Percy did go for those refills, just to be safe.
One beam to spare right now, and that's pretty low, so I don't think he's going to be going for Wily 2 skips.
Yeah.
But they're getting Wily 2. Or if you're lucky enough, you can get, what they call it Big Jug 2. And it refills a lot of your Magnet Beam energy.
Now, Yellow Devil fight normally would take 7 hits from the Elect Beam, but because of the Select glitch, we're just going to see Yellow Devil die in a matter of seconds.
Yellow Devil is down for both players.
They're so close. This race is extremely close right now. All right, here we go. This first jump, it's a nightmare, especially if you're trying to do it glitchless. And Prissy nails it.
Some energy there at the beginning.
Stuff gets it too. All right, that's a big heart stopper right there. If you've played this game,
react fast enough, you get hit. You can press select like right as you're about to fall, and then you can save yourself. Get fast to it.
now both these runners have to be careful because any deaths here, even past the Elect Man, will send you back to the beginning of the stage.
It's not until where the checkpoint is.
Alright, we'll see if Stuff can get the bomb sneak. Misses it, unfortunately.
Going for the big fall here. First, the same way as the early Magnet Beam, get yourself stuck on top of the ladder, and then you press up so you can fall down. And grab as well.
Prissy does an excellent job of that. Definitely saved a bit of time.
Yeah. Poor runners entering Copy Robot. Too bad. As long as he doesn't pin you to a corner. But you can get him into this like rhythm with the fire. If your time is good enough, you can actually do your like Prissy right now. You can get the fire to stay on longer, so you can save energy for Wily 4.
Prissy has a fantastic fight.
Shield dupe, does that work as the same way as like the dupes with the guts blocks?
I believe that if you try to fire a fire shot as the first fire shot you fired is going off screen, then it will just, your shield will just stay longer.
Okay, a little bit of a low beam count, but it's just fine with ND's setup.
Stuff will be going for the third screen setup here.
Oh, Prissy, missed
Oh
that.
no!
Things just got interesting.
Wow, now Prissy having to do the walk, whereas StuffnThings actually got the glitch, and StuffnThings takes the lead.
And this dude.
Now Stuff is going for dupes. He's been practicing these, so we'll see if you can get him. Ah, he got one dupe! 2 dupes!
Come on, Stuff.
Ah, dang. Missed that last dupe.
I know. That was still a good fight.
That was still a fantastic fight. Stuff cannot be mad about that. It all comes down to Wily 4.
A couple dupes. Alright, he's good.
Yes, he is good. So Prissy gets all the dupes he needs.
Stuff takes the lead.
You can see how much of a lead that zip glitch actually gets you here. A little bit of trouble. Stuff almost missed that zip. He almost missed his ride there, but it gets it at the last second. However, I think he's going to be switching to bomb here because he only has one magnet beam left.
But it's pretty hard though. Oh yeah, like that.
Stuff having a lot of trouble here. And he makes it.
Having a little trouble there, and unfortunately prisiii, not having a very good time setting up this Wily 4 zip. And if something goes really bad, which really doesn't ever happen, I think he's gonna take the capital V for this.
Both runners did get the refight skip, but I think that Wily 3 zip was the deciding factor here.
StuffnThings finishing with a first place time of 21:06, and according to RaceBot. Finishing up Wily Machine right here. Shield and him.
Looks like prisiii finishes with a time of 21:32. So you can see how much time that actually, that zip cost prisiii there.
He had about a 10-second lead until when Wily 3 happens.
Geez, that was incredible. Extremely close. So it looks like we're going to be doing a rematch right away, and we'll get on to our second race, so everybody stay tuned. While we're waiting, I can name off, there's some of the races that are upcoming in this tournament. We've got later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, KLM versus Orsa. That's going to be a great race. Definitely come back to watch that one. That's going to be on Speed Gaming 3. And then tomorrow, we've got 4 races altogether. 11 a.m. Eastern, ADEF versus Enyum. 3 p.m. Eastern, we've got Dexter versus Casio. And then 5 p.m. Eastern, it's a double header here. We've got Cool Kid versus Tired Monkey and Endy versus Victress. That's going to be all 4 at the same time. So tune in tomorrow if you want to see a lot of Mega Man.
How many people are left in this tournament, by the way?
I'm not sure. I think at least 3 have been eliminated so far, so including myself. All right, we're readying up. And our second race is off. Let's get it on.
The same strats as before. I don't think StuffnThings is gonna, unless if he's like behind, then he might go for some tougher strats. But he might be doing his constant strats today.
Yes, I was surprised that Stuff did not go for the Ice Pixel, but he did go for something more consistent. I feel like if Stuff were behind and had to make up time, he would probably try the Ice Pixel at least once or twice. But we'll see, we'll see.
Try it. It's not too bad. You can always use 2 beams over the refill, then just exit out from there.
prisiii having a great Cutmans right now. He has been nailing all the corner jumps, getting good patterns.
stages are really good from watching him play this game.
Makes it past those snoozies. StuffnThings getting to the Gutsman fight. We're going to see another good bustering down of Gutsman. Oh, and Gutsman giving him a great pattern, too.
Oh. He's jumping towards him there, but he's staying still. But getting hit there, but other than that, really solid fight.
Yeah, solid fight. The orb grab at about 144, which is pretty decent. If he didn't get hit, it would have been a fantastic fight. I call them snoozies when they just want to stay there and not move.
Yeah, you can still get past them even without having to do the select, but you have to be pretty quick though.
And prisiii with textbook cut man first fight. So we are on our way.
Strong start from each players.
We'll see what kind of pattern stuff gets coming up. And prisiii entering, of course, Elect Man's stage, one of the hardest. Oh, and it looks like Stuff is just taking the safe route, not even wanting to deal with that corner jump.
Did he not even attempt it?
Didn't even attempt it, just went right the safe way.
The corner jump saves, I think. And if you like get hit, then you like fall down a couple screens, and it just turned a big disaster.
Stuff getting hit by that last snoozy there. Unfortunate pattern there. He was getting good patterns the entire time, just that one Susie didn't want to move. Alright, prisiii did not fall to the dreaded elect corner jump.
If you fail that, you lose 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough time loss.
And pretty much a guarantee reset in RTA attempts. Stomper, but he's got Gutsman weapon. He's got Gutsman weapon to use against Cut. Really easy and really quick. So I think he'll do fine.
Ooh, prisiii gets the Magna Beam grab really fast this time. Yeah. He had no trouble getting in at all.
Really impressive. Exit as well, which is really good.
Alright, Stuff finishing off Cutman with those Guts blocks. No problem whatsoever.
Being hit by that big stomper for this stage, because there's a chance you'll probably get hit by these beams.
Yeah, prisiii can take one hit from these beams and be okay, but not a second. So he's gonna have to be very careful now.
Yeah. Fell down a screen again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was really nervous there. prisiii almost got hit by that last elect beam. Stuff inching out to get the corner jump. Very safe, very consistent.
Easy every time. How that strat compares with just going on the right side and just waiting for the blocks. I'm not sure how much faster it is.
Well, you can get up the right side slightly faster, but the blocks take longer to spawn, so the time difference is probably minimal. I've never measured it, though. Looks like Prissy is gonna try and get some of these zips over the water pit here in Iceman stage, and he does. He gets 2, and the ice pixel first try. Wow, Prissy is definitely gonna be making up a lot of time here on Stuff if Stuff doesn't try any tricks in ice.
Thingy lining up correctly on this last zip, doing the bad break setup.
Wow, that was impressive. If he gets corridor zips here, it's like a textbook nice ice.
Though he had a really strong stage.
Yeah, unfortunate no corridor zips, but this stage was nothing to turn your nose up at. That was an amazing stage.
If he got those corridor zips, he would have probably golded. Of Elikman and as our last race, both of them doing their fights at the same time, just different robot masters.
Prissy getting that first zip a lot quicker, I think, than last time. The first race he had a little bit of trouble, but no trouble at all here. And now we'll see Stuff just taking it easy, going over this first water pit area on ice. And we'll see if he goes for an ice zip here.
I skipped it this time.
Skipped it last time too. I think if he's feeling like he's ahead, he's confident in his game. He just wants to be consistent and try and do his consistent strats. So, not surprised.
It's better to be go for everything and having the trying to go for everything and then just.
Oh my gosh! And Prissy takes a death on the fire zip. I almost thought he got it, but I heard there's an audio cue with that with how Mega Man jumps onto things, and I heard that triple step audio cue and thought to myself, oh no. Prissy just taking the safe route now. So this is a huge opportunity for Stuff to make up time on Prissy, because before this, Prissy would have been ahead considering his Gutsman stage with Magnet Beams.
And with his insane Iceman stage.
I wonder if Prissy did get gold on that, if it was just a gold curse.
I don't think he golded on ice because he did miss those 2 quarter zips. But if he did get those 2 quarter zips, he'd be close to gold. If not, he would have golded. In one stage because they're all pixel perfect.
So we are less than a stage behind, so these guys, it's hard to tell because one is a guts first and one is a cut first, but I think they might be just about neck and neck now.
First he might have just a little bit of a lead, but I'm not entirely sure about that.
It all depends on if Stuff can nail these tricks coming up. He's gotta be doing the fireman zip here too, so we will see.
Much like the last hard trick of the Robot Master.
Stuff getting a nice long smooth zip there. That was pretty awesome, pretty textbook.
His fire zips are really good.
I tend to do a short zip just because, and jump out immediately just because I don't trust myself. I feel like I will probably end up dying if I try to do a long zip like Stuff just did.
And my strat for that is I shoot the beam to the right, I have a visual cue for the bullet, and then I press up left and then select and then jump out pretty late.
I usually just do upright and then jump out as early as possible.
Because you move fast.
Stuff entering Bomb Man stage while Prissy is finishing off Bomb Man, so we are definitely close.
This is to was a better stage overall. Stages, I think they'll be pretty much neck and neck.
Alright, it looks like Prissy was able to avoid the pit this time.
Zip set up too. I think it's the only person that brothers.
And the screen wrap. It doesn't save too much time, but it's still impressive.
For that refill as well, to try quarter zips. I think if he gets both of them, then...
Big Blue is very kind to Prissy there too, so let's see if he can get some quarter zips.
Yeah.
Oh wow. 2 quarter zips, that is a...
Oh my god. The best Guts corridor I've ever... Oh! I didn't see that, but death.
It looks like Stuff took a death, unfortunately. This is going to be a bad time loss. He's going to revert to some ice strats to kill, or to freeze these flying orbs. And he's going to have to go the normal, traditional way here.
Fortunately, Stuff is a glitchless runner, so he knows what he's doing. I'm just down for Stuffin'. We got about a 30-second time difference between the 2 runners, which...
Honestly, that Wily 2, or sorry, Wily 3 zip could be still the deciding thing here.
Wily 1 zip on his first try, so I don't think you'll have troubles for the rest of the Wily stages, Magnet Beam-wise. He decides to do if he's gonna go for the refight skips in Wily 2.
Prissy just short of getting the 2 beam there on the right. And it looks like Stuff had a little bit of trouble getting over those Cheetos.
Stuck, as they call it.
I believe Stuff calls that Stuffin' Stuck. Yeah.
I'm stuck and Stuff and Sneak.
Stuffin' Stuck, Stuffin' Sneak, I like it.
I think it's for, about last race when he was trying to run under those bombs in Wily 2 that unfortunately he didn't get.
Those green platforms being a little bit mean to Stuff there. It's one of the scariest rooms in the game, in my opinion, because those platforms are another element of RNG here, and they were trending upwards there, getting in Stuff's way, and that's always just a bad thing.
Call that room race spikes or whatever?
We call the spikes, the first spikes you have to jump over in Wily 1, the race spikes, the one after the Cheetos. I don't know if that's really caught on yet, but Stuff and I call them the race spikes. Because inevitably, when you're racing, you will jump onto those spikes.
Yeah. I remember last race that we were doing, I think both of you guys got race spikes.
Yes, don't remind me. I think Stuff is still feeling that.
That didn't happen. I lied, everyone.
Alright, Prissy finishing up the Elect refight as Stuff is getting into Wily 2 here.
Is he getting the ball in Wily 2?
Not quite as good as he did last race. He actually ended up a screen above and got hit there. Still pretty impressive. I can't do that, so it's an impressive trick. Alright, let's see if Stuff can get the bomb sneak. Oh, and he gets it this time. That is awesome trick. Saves a couple seconds over the normal way of doing that, either select glitching and getting hit or just jumping over the bombs. And he gets what normally we usually call the CK sneak for a cool kid. Getting past those Susies with your iframes. It's another difficult trick. Very, very tight timing. So props to Stuff for getting that, and props to Prissy for getting the I believe people were calling it the duo fall. I don't know if I've ever heard it called that before, but yeah, great tricks.
Yeah, it's the dual fall. Dual fall is if you get the screen wrap with it as well.
Alright, here we go. Prissy gonna be setting up for the Wily 3 zip. Hopefully he can get it this time.
Beam, so yeah. Alright.
Alright, looks like he's in there.
His redemption.
Alright, it's dupes time. Ooh, Prissy. Missing, unfortunately, not getting any dupes, having to bust her down these last 3 bubbles. But he does an amazing job of it. I don't think he actually lost any time over bustering the first 3 bubbles. That was pretty impressive.
He got really good patterns on those final 3 bubbles and was able to mash them down pretty quickly.
Alright, well if Stuff can get a few dupes, he might be able to make up a little time. It's gonna be hard though with Prissy on Wily 4 right now. Ooh, Stuff pulling out some clutch dupes. Oh, 2 clutch dupes. Ah. And he misses the last dupe, unfortunately.
I saw him get some clutch dupes earlier when he was practicing.
Alright, Prissy's entering the refight skip right now. He's got plenty of Magnet Beam for this. And he nails it. Looks like, barring some freak accidents, we are going to be having a game 3.
Oh boy. Grab the popcorn. All time from Prissy. Did 20, which is fun. And Stuff not getting that tip, so
yeah, Stuff unfortunate from Stuff there having to do the walk.
The bullet dodges though.
All right, Prissy finishes off Wily with a first place time of 20:34.
Death and Fire. He did a really good job recovering, and for him.
Yeah, that unfortunate death for StuffnThings in Bomb Man stage at the checkpoint room, and then having to go through that stage the intended way definitely hurt Stuff's time, unfortunately. I think that if he would have gotten that zip, the things would have been much closer. They were basically going to be entering the boss chambers, their final boss chambers at the same time, getting to Wily one at the same time. So, yeah, little things like that can make all the difference.
Yeah, and Mega Man 1 is one of those games where even if your PBs are like half apart, for example, these two racers, still win it. Like I said, a lot can go wrong. You just stuff and when you're playing this game. Finishing with a race spot time of 21:40, so a little over a minute apart between the two runners.
GG. Looking forward to this race 3.
The race for all the marbles.
Yeah, you can see that Bomb Man, the death on Bomb Man plus that zip, plus having to walk in Wily for just how much time it really costs.
You have to walk in Wily 4 for on the screen with the first zip. It's about 15 seconds lost, I think, and recover well. He knows a lot of the backup strats and is a very resilient runner.
So once again, while we wait for the rematch to happen, I'll just go ahead and tell everybody that the schedule for the next couple days, we've got KLM versus Orsa at 9 p.m. Eastern, going to be a great race. And then tomorrow, we've got 4 Mega Man races. We got ADEF versus Enya at 11 a.m. Eastern. We've got Dexter versus Casio at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then we've got a double header, Cool Kid versus Tired Monkey and Endy versus Victorous at 5 p.m. Eastern. And those are all tomorrow. So 4 Mega Man races tomorrow. Definitely tune back in tomorrow for a lot more Mega Man.
I think I would like to see a Cool Kid and Endy race. Those two go head to head. I'm not sure if they have though.
All right, well, we've got our racers readying up for our final race here. It's for all the marbles.
3. Are there streams to catch up here?
Prissy intern fire stage before the race starts. And we are off.
To our runners, the final race of this bracket match.
All right, once again, Guts first versus Cut first. We'll see which one is going to be the champion route.
Same strats, new run.
Ooh, this time Prissy missing that corner jump and Cut, having to go the slow way. He didn't even try it again. He just decided, nope, gonna take it safe.
Yeah. See right there.
StuffnThings getting hit by that big eye. He was unkind. Alright, Stuff's gonna enter the Gutman fight. We're gonna see another bustering down of Guts.
If he gets hit by the big stomper on the last screen, then I don't think he can take a hit from Cutman. I can't tell how much health he has.
Looks like he's got about 14, so yeah, I think you might be right. Well, that was not a problem.
You can take damage boost on Cutman to shoot him faster, kill on him, but you need to have a to do it, and Prisii's got enough health to do it for the whole fight.
Alright, Stuff entering cut as Prisii is finishing up this Buster cut fight. StuffnThings doing that press down on the ladder when you're off center actually was completely centered and ended up grabbing the ladder.
See, going into Command stage now.
And Stuff getting that corner jump. Prisii having a little bit of time with these hurdles in the beginning of Command stage. Just missed the first one, but now he's well on his way. Looks like Stuff is having a great Cutman stage, though.
That's a... and both runners having a really strong start.
StuffnThings getting snoozies again. Ooh, Stuff is a little bit low on health here, so if he's paying attention, I think he's gonna end up getting this health refill if he doesn't get one from one of these flying clown copters. Yep, having to get that health through. Didn't want to take a chance with the big eye.
Actually had to grab that refill in a marathon run in August. I felt so bad for myself.
Ooh, and a lucky thing he grabbed that health refill. The big eye was having none of it.
See to relay race number 2, where Primal got hit by the big guy and died because he didn't grab the big refill.
Oh, you never want to have that happen. Better safe than sorry. Prisii having a great magnet grab, by the way. In case you didn't see that, he got it really fast.
Yeah. Does Prisii go for top exit?
I don't think he does. I don't think I've ever seen him go for top exit. Granted, I haven't seen many of his races, but I don't think I've seen him go for top exit at any of his races.
It's always worth going for, but it's not worth trying to get it if you miss it, though.
Alright, Stuff making it over those hurdles and those little Roombas pretty easily.
Prisii right there.
Just a great fight there.
Yeah.
And it looks like Stuff is inching out, doing the safe corner jump. Alright, let's see if Prisii can get these zips again in ice. He got 2 really nice zips before the screen wrap last race, so we'll see if we can get him again. I don't know if he might be... Oh no, he's good, he's good. I thought he might have been a pixel too high, but no, he's good. Wow. As good as last race, that was amazing. It's always impressive to see that. I just don't understand how people can get that so easily. Looks like he unfortunately did not get the bad break set up this time though, so but he did get the backup.
That's a really easy backup. It's basically the strat you'd want to do. If you don't do the bad break strat, just grab the refill, or if not, then just go over the whole pit without the refill.
Still a fantastic stage from prisiii, just absolutely amazing.
It is last time, but it's really good. That's all I can ask for, is a nice ice.
Stuff, unfortunately, taking a hit from one of those elect beams. He's got enough health, but that is a little bit scary. And Stuff making it out of a lek, no problem.
Alright, just give me a sec, I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Alright, so prisiii setting up the first zip here in Fireman, getting through it, no problem. And he gets that short little corridor zip. Ah, that is a great little zip to get, so swag. Oh! Falling, unfortunately, back down into that Cheeto. So, prisiii gonna try and set up the screen wrap again at Fireman stage as StuffnThings is gonna make his way towards the ice zip. I'm wondering if Stuff is gonna go for the ice pixel this time, or if he's just gonna try to keep it consistent. prisiii getting bullied by those flames.
I'm back.
And Stuff did this time go for the ice zip twice. Unfortunately, not hitting the right pixel and just going for the backup strats now. And prisiii taking another unfortunate death to the fire zip. Oh my gosh.
prisiii, no.
prisiii, no. He had the zip too. He just zipped too far. And now he's out of Magnet Beam, so he's actually going to have to go the normal route. Not even going to get a second chance, and getting bullied by those fire flames again. Really unfortunate. Not even a single Magnet Beam to get past those little lava tubes either. This is a huge opportunity for Stuff.
Ooh, Stuff getting a really nice quarter zip there.
Wow, Stuff going for the quarter zip. That is some swag right there. Stuff showing off the swag. Stuff finishing off ice, no problem.
Strong finish of ice stage for Stuff.
Getting his well-deserved 60,000 points. All right, well, if Stuff can make up, Stuff can get the zips here and the zips and Bomb Man stage this time, they might just be having a race.
It'll be close, really close like the first one. Last race wasn't as close though. Too much, a lot of the hard strats, like you don't see him go for this screen wrap going up here. He just does it normally. He uses Hang to get over the flaming Cheetos.
Alright, StuffnThings is coming up to this scary zip. We'll see what happens. He has a good visual cue and setup for it, so hopefully I'm not going to curse him. Makes it through no problem. So Stuff is making up time here. Looks like they could be neck and neck at this point.
Because Stuff is gonna finish this stage for
prisiii getting I think he was a pixel off getting that last zip there.
I really thought he had it there, I just couldn't tell.
Alright, but he gets the bomb zip no problem.
The right side, if you get it on your first try, is about 3 seconds faster than setting it up from the ladder, which is what Stuff does.
Right, and Prissy has been pretty consistent about setting it up on the right side there.
Memory has Ice Pixel, I think.
So Stuff is entering Bomb Man stage as Prissy is entering Guts.
Yeah, it's gonna be really close.
Yeah, it is gonna be really close. We'll see if Prissy can get any of those swag zips in Guts stage as well. If he can, he might just be ahead.
If Stuff pulls through this stage without too many issues, I think he's gonna have the edge on this one, out of going into Wily stages.
Don't think Prissy got the Magnet Beam set up, yeah, so he did not get these first really swag zips, unfortunately. We'll see if he can set up the screen wrap. And he gets it. And Stuff getting over Sniper Joe with the beams very smoothly. It's always awesome to see that. It's probably one of the hardest strats in the game to just pull off and get used to.
Wise, it's a pretty tough strat.
Alright, looks like Stuff actually has the bomb set up this time. And so he's going to be entering the boss corridor just as Prissy's entering the boss chamber. So this race is really close. Wow, almost simultaneous entering the boss chambers almost simultaneously. This is so hype.
Oh my goodness. What I call a best out of 3 race.
Jeez, this is the best out of 3 race that everybody was looking for, I think.
I just saw we're only 4 seconds apart between each runner, so this is absolutely nuts.
Well, Prissy has been really consistent about getting this Wily 1 zip, so we'll see if he's going to get it again. This could widen the gap if he actually ends up getting it a 3rd time in a row. Stuff is going to be sticking to ice strats.
Ice strats isn't too much slower. Never really time difference was, but it's not too much. But if you're going for a top time, obviously, then you want to go for Wily 1 zip.
And it looks like Prissy does have the setup. Yeah, that was just so smooth. He got that 3 games in a row, just amazing. So he climbed that ladder at about 4:16, and you said there was seconds between them. Stuff getting caught there on one of the last Cheetos. And Stuff climbing at 4:30, so that's a 14-second minus the 4 seconds. It's about a 10-second time save there on getting that Wily 1 zip. So all those little seconds count in a race like this, in a game like this.
Unfortunately.
Alright, Prissy entering Yellow Devil fight first, and Stuff just not too far behind.
A lot of opportunities to help even out this race even more than it already is. If Prissy takes a long time trying to set up the new duo fall, goes for it.
And they're both still in the Yellow Devil boss chamber at the same time. This is still very close.
I think Stuff, because Stuff didn't have to pick up the refills, they won on the room with all the platform guys. Downside of going for the Wily 1 zip because it uses a lot of beams, especially for his Ice Pixel setup.
Right, so you can see that Stuff did not go and get those refills at all, so they're both in the Cutman refight at the same time.
Grabbing those second set of refills. I think he just wants to be really safe for Wily 3 because in that first right, he has some problems. Right here.
Unfortunately, Stuff not making the bomb sneak this time.
Behind on it, like I think a couple seconds ahead of me for this restream.
Oh, am I a couple of seconds ahead? Oh well.
Minor though, so you can spoil stuff for me if you want.
They are still so close. Stuff is only just a few seconds behind Prissy getting into that boss chamber.
He gained some time in that stage, definitely.
He definitely did.
He didn't grab any of those refills. And Prissy grabbed both sets of refills. With having to grab those refills, and the Wily ones, the way how he does it even saves so much time. In the stage itself it does, but throughout the Wily stages,
Wow, and they are so close. It's like gotta be 6 or 7 seconds.
close in the first race when we had going into Wily 3 before the Wily 3 disaster happened with Prissy.
Yeah, this is just as close. This is amazing. Prissy looks like he's going for the third screen safe setup instead of the first screen setup. Doesn't want to take any chances. And he gets it. All right. Stuff gets it too. It looks like this might be coming down to dupes, and it might be coming down to Wily 4. Oh, Stuff got stuck at the end there. Oh my gosh.
Unstuck version 2.0 now?
Stuff and Stuck 2.0.
Else.
Prissy missing that last dupe, unfortunately. But managing to mash down that last bubble. Very nicely done. And Stuff with the clutch dupes. Oh my gosh. They are still so close. This could just come down to getting the zip first try. It could come down to getting the refight skip first try. This is insanely close.
Had some trouble on the first Wily, on the first zip and
Prissy.
A couple races.
Oh no, oh no. Stuff actually hits the first block down, which is... sorry, the middle block down, which he is not used to. And unfortunately, he is going to be taking the walk.
Prissy nails the refight skip, so I think he's going to take his best 2 out of 3 for this.
I think you are right. Still, though, an amazingly close, entertaining race.
Oh yeah, definitely. Great performance by both of our runners here. And especially even last race as well, where they both had some large mistakes.
Bomb Man following Stuff across the boss chamber there. And Prissy finishing off Wily with a first place time of 20:37, and he will be indeed taking the best of 3.
Pretty good race, and that was amazing. It was close all the way through for that last one. Definitely the best 2 out of 3 race.
I gotta say, these races were definitely some of the most entertaining races of the tournament I've seen. So close, on the edge of your seat.
Take this one.
And Stuff finishing with an SRL time of 21:13.
really great races today.
So we'll see if these guys want to do any kind of interviews. So stand by. Looks like we're gonna get stuff pulled into the channel in just a second. There's StuffnThings. How's it going, Stuff? Great races.
There we go. Hey guys.
I was gonna say, could you hear me? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm in now. Finally connected. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, those were really great, really close races. I have to say, probably some of the most entertaining and close races that I've seen in this tournament so far. I noticed that you actually didn't go for the Ice Pixel in the first two races, but tried it in the last race. So what was your strategy there?
Well, after the second race, I was really thinking if prisiii puts together just a solid run for him, that all he has to do is be clean and he's going to beat me. So I had to start pulling out the stops was what I was thinking. Was I've got to save 5 seconds here and a couple seconds there if I can. And as long as it's not like a huge risk strat, I was going to go for it.
All right, and those dupes, man, those were great to watch. Clutch dupes there at the end there. Yeah,
I'm really happy about the clutch dupes, and then zapping the wrong block in Wily 4. I feel so bad about that. I'm just killing myself over
As soon as I saw that happen, I thought to myself, oh no, I don't know if he knows how to do.
I can't do it without the block. Yeah, I can't. So I killed myself right at that moment.
I'm the same way. I cannot do that setup without the second block. So I totally understand when that happened, what was going through your through your brain, and your heart must have just fell out of your chest there at that second. Like, no.
No, and I don't know if Link is listening in this channel, and since nobody's home, a swear did come out when I shot that block. So yeah, that was pretty awful.
Family friendly.
That's why I was muted.
"Quote unquote family friendly."
Well, Twilight, do you have anything for stuff?
Oh, not really. I mean, just to say, great performance in all three of your races. You did a really good job. Definitely resilient when you fell behind, and especially those clutch dupes. You really impressed me with that.
Yeah, the first race was amazing. I can't believe. I mean, I am really glad to come away with one victory, and then in that last race, especially after clutch dupes, I hurt because of that mistake in Wily 4, because I actually did have hope. I was like, wow, this could actually happen, and now that I threw it away, that's the worst way to lose. I just hate that.
Here's prisiii.
Yeah, we're joined by prisiii as well.
Hi.
Congratulations. Those were some amazing races.
I'm a little bit sick, but
so am I actually. So it's okay.
See, I had to use all the tricks I could get. prisiii is sick on emulator. I tried.
Yeah, so I noticed you said in the race channel that you were playing on emulator this time, and it was giving you some trouble. You want to describe exactly what was going on there?
I'm I was used to playing on emulator for like 2 years. The console and capture card, still trying to figure out how to use it. Capture card now, so I'm pretty excited to stream with my console, but I cannot do that yet. And so I just have to play on emulator. The first 2 years I actually got used to it, so it was totally fine. And then AGDQ came, and I had to switch like 1 month in advance. And then after I came back from AGDQ playing on console, playing on emulator, like just trying to play on Magman 3 a little bit, and it was just impossible for me. I just like messed up my jump inputs every single time. Like I tried to do Gemini single blocks, and it was just I was dying everywhere. So yeah,
As someone who's
it's not that big of a deal since you don't have a slide. Sorry.
Well, that's all right. I was just gonna say, as someone who's not used to playing on, I'm used to playing on emulator, and not used to playing on console. What are the like biggest like differences? Is it just input lag, or is it?
It's
like,
really I feel really uncomfortable playing on emulator right now. Like after the first race, it got better, but it is still really. His problem is the input delay. Like I can really notice it. I never noticed it, but now after playing on console, there's a huge, like a big difference between CRT console and on playing on emulator. It's just impossible for me right now. But I tried my best.
Yeah, it might have come into play with that unfortunate happenstance in Wily 3, that first game. But
yeah.
Yeah, the unfortunate
that was
having
just my bad.
Walk. But I couldn't tell the difference. Those 2 ice stages in games 2 and 3 were just beautiful.
I actually was on PB pace, on gold pace in that ice stage. That was really, really good.
Yeah, Twilight and I were discussing that in that second race, that if you had gotten those corridor zips, it was probably gold.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I can maybe not, but because my movement right now on emulator is just really bad at some points, and my ice gold I think my ice gold has a perfect stage. So well, yeah, that was a really great stage. I agree.
It was a really great stage. It was a pleasure to watch. So it looks like you will either be facing Dexter or Cassio, and I believe their race is tomorrow. I did say it to the stream a couple of times, the scheduled races for tomorrow. Do you have any thoughts on that? Who you hoping to face tomorrow?
I hope to face Cassio, because that would be a free win. If not, then well, thanks for having me in this tournament, I guess, because there's no way I'm gonna beat Dexter on this. I guess I could practice, and yeah, I mean, yeah, to make it close against Dexter. Like I assume it's Dexter. No offense to Cassio. Dexter is a great speedrunner, great Magman 1 player. But I mean, who knows? Everything can happen. But if it's Dexter, I'm gonna grind Magman 1, I guess, to make it close for the people.
For the people, I can attest to that. Dexter was in my group, and he was a difficult opponent.
He's the favorite. If we play, I would try my best. That's all I can say.
All right. Well, I don't think I had anything else. Twilight, did you have anything?
So yeah, Percy, are you switching to console full time now? Like once you get everything set up?
There's no way I'm gonna switch back to emulator. It's just I cannot stand the input lag, so I have to play on console. I have to deal with the nest brick, so
playing on consoles, like you don't have to worry about that input lag, and plus it's the true way of playing speedrunning. Like Mega, it's on a real console.
All right, well, those were some great races, and GG to both you guys, and of course, congratulations, prisiii, on the win. Good luck on your upcoming matches, and so yeah, and you guys have any parting thoughts?
For commentating, it's a pleasure playing against you, Stuffin. I hope you had a lot of fun. I did, and thanks for.
Yeah, thanks, Prizzy. It was fun, and thanks for letting me have a win. Yeah, it's this whole.
I didn't let down, dude. You deserve that.
Yeah, this whole process has been really fun. I'm looking forward to if I can do another tournament in the future. Hoping that the Rockman 2 thing might actually happen. I'll learn some zips in that game too, so I'll be back.
Yeah, we can get back to the real Mega Man 1 game, glitchless.
Yeah, we can forget about all these zips and this witchcraft and wizardry that's cheating. So we can get rid of that.
Stuffin, we should have done a zipless race. Cause our times are really close.
Oh, you say this now? Oh man. Let's rematch.
All right, it didn't happen.
Match.
Reset it all.
Reset. Yeah. Well, GG, Prizzy. It was really fun, and I hope you do well moving on. Yeah, crush Casio or Dexter, whoever you end up facing.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, and thanks to Speed Gaming. There's a couple commands I think already put into chat by Stuff on following our racers and commentators, and so yeah, I think that's it. See you guys later.
Bye.